The 2010 UCSC Digital Arts and New Media MFA exhibition this year is entitled Things That Are Possible. It includes the work of 14 graduating students, some of whom are working individually and some of whom are working collaboratively. Their work is united around the theme of digital arts and social impact. We're very excited this year that it's the first time we're able to hold it in our own building, which is called the Digital Arts Research Center.
Here I have an iPod Touch as well as iPads that I've used to create this embodied documentary, which acts as basically an audio-visual tour, where the video leads you through the spaces of the building that act as an architecture to pass through these various historical and political events rather than have a more expository or a passive viewing experience that's sometimes associated with documentary film production.
We are 1957.
They grabbed it and stuffed it back into the lead pig. Well, they got significant beta burns on their hands.
My project for the Digital Art New Media MFA show was a 4-part animated film called The Voyage of the Inner Mask. The character is created in Blender, which is a 3D animation program.
I've always liked to build tools and interfaces that have potential and different applications possible. This one right now, I wrote the software to make music with it, but potentially it can be recycled or reused for education purposes, entertainment purposes. Since it's highly modular, any software can run in this. It accepts up to 4 users at the same time, and it's actually when the experience is the most optimal. It's the collaboration of everybody that makes the music come back together all together.
Building is both the name of the installation and the collective that comes on Friday afternoons to make building. It puts a lot of emphasis on displacing the model of authorship or artistry into a collective identity.
There you go.
This is the Roda de Video. Basically, the name is inspired by the Roda de Capoeira. I presented this technology to youth in Brazil through a series of workshops where the students went out into the arts district of Lapa and shot their own videos. Then they mixed it in custom software I made in Max MSP.
So for my MFA project, I did an interactive sculpture that looks like a life-size toy rocking boat. And participants were invited to come rock the boat manually, and the boat has a motion-triggered audio system. So I was really interested in the furniture of digital content. It was also inspired, I think, by a frequency of language around water when we talk about instability and paradigm change.
Like a big chunk of my project talks about the packaging of cultures. So what we do at CCI, we actually we customize the identity of your own music library. What this app does is it actually shifts the identity of any music that you upload to it. And now I'm gonna shift this track all the way to the east. Yes, I'm gonna shift the identity of this track all the way to the east from 9 West. And here we are now Mozart, 10 degrees all the way to the east.
One of the things I think is particularly significant is the relationship between this artwork that's happening here in the Danum program and the context in which it is being made. UCSC has a long tradition of social activism and projects around social betterment. It is also located in the Bay Area where advanced technologies take place. So when those two things come together, it creates really exciting possibilities for art making.